Aloha, my brother Chris on Maui. I know you wanted to come to the show that I'm having at Piedmont Community Church on Wednesday, January 27th from 6 in the evening till 9 this at Piedmont Community Church. So you requested that I give you a little show with a little commentary, and I'll try and do that and have it not be too long. Wish you could be here. And again, that's tonight, Wednesday, January 27th at Piedmont Community Church, Clara Barton Room, from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. and everyone is welcome. So now, here we have the early paintings, two parts of the puzzle. White Bird, painted on Maui in, my goodness, when was that? 69. Then, these are not necessarily presented in order because I couldn't hang them in order, but this is a 2014 Searching for the Never Lost. Then here's an earlier one. It's called States of the Soul in 1999. And then here is one that's titled I Love Jacob But I Hated Esau. And it was painted in 2002. Then the most recent one pops up. And this was just finished last week. It's called The Washing of the Heart, the latest one in the journey. If it wasn't for the snakes biting me, I wouldn't be running into the waterfall. I wouldn't be washing my heart. Then there comes one that was done in, what is this, 1999, The Ladder of Divine Ascent. And that is the Ladder of Divine Ascent. In the middle there is not on the beaten path, but one comes against the vices by climbing the ladder of virtue, the ladder of divine ascent. And there's a little bit of relief here, the community center across the street, a painting of the house up the hill here called the Chimney House. Then we have a woodcut that I did, 1991. Then into the next room, I'm displaying some of my prints that I did over the years, hanging them there. And then we come across the Judas Kiss, which was painted in 2006. And that's got a lot of drama in it, basically dealing with my disingenuous relationship with religion. Then we have a painting called Heart's Call, where it's a bit too difficult to explain, but essentially it is the inward and outward expression of love. Then we come across the painting here. One of the main reasons I couldn't display them in order is this painting had to fit this space. It's a huge triptych called Sown Among Thorns. And it depicts my place at the time of having the fruits of my life choked out by lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life. A study from the thorns. Then we have what's called the landing. The landing celebrates the fact that I've completed a certain stage of the journey. And the scarab here is weighing the heart. The owl is the Egyptian carrier of the soul to the next dimension for the next stage and next struggle. And the lioness is sneaking in. And here we call, this is the interior castle. This is the one that your wife Diana likes so much. And it depicts the different chambers that the soul goes through as it struggles to awaken. And then we have here the crossing, and this depicts my leaving my life in Eugene behind, and everything changes, and I cross over into the new stage of my life here at Piedmont. And I think there's just a couple more, trying to keep this, less than less than 5 minutes. Here we have the awakening of the inner child. This is called the calling to awaken of the inner child. Here we have the unfolding. The inner child is unfolding and awakening and realizing that he's being caught from continuing to fall, and he's being lifted up. And I have various drawings and paintings around. And lastly here we have a painting called The Gift of Tears, which is essentially dealing with the fact that I needed to enter the church as a hospital to do some soul work. So anyway, Chris, that's the show. Sorry that you couldn't be here to enjoy it, and look forward to talking to you soon. Bye.